Are ready? Are ready? Technology is not ready yet. Okay, probably it works, probably it's not. Compound things is like this. One day it works perfect, one day it doesn't work. Why? Because the nature of the compounded. It works? Really? Okay. Yeah. Hyoncho Sencho Rinpoche. Mahipa nam hyedir chik. Hipa nyamba me pa tang. Koni kondam pera hyok. Susan dunga jenda che jin chen. Nyar son me kon hiwa jala so sempian tang nyar de dojin. Tamba non junun tazar da so. Drova nam ka da nyam senchen tam chich. Jut junyo mo jetri yaton tam chi hyete nam chen zop son ji ju konpon rumbo chen. Tu non de yon. Dunga jendri ni nyam samanyo. Malam tong chik te. Semba hia. Gongxi semba hia chu jirimba na sekta. We are studying Wood of my perfect teacher. And particularly now, inner preliminary practice. And there are 5 chapters. And first, taking refuge, foundation of all the Dharma practice and vows. We already studied. Now arousing Bodhicitta, which is the Mahayana's attitude or the main path. And the Mahayanas, or it doesn't matter, arousing Bodhicitta is the most important. And here is that yesterday we are talking about the precepts of the Bodhicitta in the application Bodhicitta. And there are the 6 transcendent of the perfections. And we are studying the first, second, and third. I think we are on the 4th, diligent. If you really want to practice true Dharma properly, correctly, we should take vows from the bottom of our heart to do so. And then the practice Dharma is become perfect. And therefore, yesterday we studied the transcendent patience itself has 3 chapters. The armouts, like the diligent of the armouts like, or the kind of the armour like diligent, we finish it. Today I think is the diligent on action, yes? Diligent in action, I said it's like a kind of the diligent of the application. Why I say that? Because it's action or application. Each moment, whatever you do with your body, speech, mind, all the times apply, connect to the virtues. And that is the kind of diligent on action or the applications. And here is the why the having every intention of the study and practice Dharma. You may well keep putting it off until tomorrow or the next day, day by day, all your lives. This is a kind of every intention. I want to study Dharma. I want to practice Dharma. But not today. I'm busy. Not tomorrow. Maybe day after tomorrow. Not this month. I'm busy. I need to do this and that. Maybe next week I will become maybe more to practice. And maybe it says this month is impossible. I'm busy. But maybe next month. Maybe this year is possible, but next year. Like this, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, then it's the life is fade away, slowly exhausting. Day by day, month by month, year by year, slowly, like kind of the morning sun. When it's like we wake up, sun is in the morning, arising from the eastern mountain, we are like kind of get the fresh air and very lazily, slowly wash teeth, face, make a coffee, tea. Inside the intention is, I have a whole day. I don't need to hurry up. You do like certainly that, doing this and that, you get your breakfast at the 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is quite fast. Then you need to dress, maybe to like this, but maybe if you go to office too late, then you hurry up, depressed, anxiety, and then in the office, or they need to something, but you need to prepare the lunch. And during the lunch is okay, no problem. After the lunch, I will do it. You doing the lunch, maybe you got lunch during the lunch. Maybe you got lunch 2 or 3 o'clock. You eat lunch, and after maybe I have time, but certainly if someone says, "Oh, already 6 o'clock." And then you can do using a lot of harsh words. I don't understand why. And then it's like dinner time. Prepare the dinner, you're doing nothing. Then sun is setting. Like in the western mountain, slowly sink. And shadow is become stronger and strong. We need to go to sleep. No choice. Waiting next days. Like this, in this life, when we are young, we born difficult situation, then it's go to start kindergarten, study. Now I'm adult, I have a lot of time, I need to settle my life, this and that, slowly, ignorantly, like between 20, 30, 40 years, you don't know how it is gone. Certainly you're a little bit concerned in your age, already it's like kind of in the evening. Then maybe you already created some search and hustle and bustle. Then you need to finish these things. Unless these activities, maybe you create children, family, business, something you need to ending finish your jobs. Maybe if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 children, they enter become the finished university, you need to work, you need to help. Then you become already 50, 60 years old. Then maybe I will do practice. Now your faculties is collapsing. And then it's slowly difficult. You are still busy with your families. Party, getting married, getting preparation, education, and also you are thinking, it's my children, my grandchildren's, how they can to survive. Dharma is completely procrastinated. Next life. We don't know next life we obtained human existence, or we will meet Dharma or authentic spiritual friend. We don't know, but no choice. Like this, do not really do like this. If you really want to practice quickly or gently, you must avoid wasting a whole human lifetime forever planning to practice. Want to practice? Yeah, I want to go to retreat. I want to practice. Not really this month, this year, but maybe. Or maybe when I become 40 years. Or maybe I become 60. Maybe I will become... Maybe when I start the death process, then I practice Dharma. Like this kind of... Everybody is particularly like modern times. Like Lama, same as myself. Forgotten the death and is forgotten the old age, only distracted mind by the worldly things. Kind of taking care of the student, kind of teaching Dharma, kind of create kind of some centers. And inner, which kind of realizations, inner development is how's going on. Absolutely this sort of need to express our own experience. It is completely true. I myself is whole my life is like this. When I go to the retreat this day, this month, next year, maybe next year is whole life like this kind of planning to practice Dharma. Therefore, here's the Ndupe Makarbo. And this is like kind of great Kajit Mahasda. And he said, human life is like being in the slot pans. It's like pan. Normally, of course, it's drawing pen, but it means it's like kind of the slot things. Life. Any times can kill you. The impermanent is like shadow. Nearby. Any perspective. Wherever you go, impossible to escape. And this is like a death comes close with every second. Each second. We can to look many different. Like a year, month, week, day, every hour. When we a clock is 1 o'clock, then it's like 1 is a minute second gone, then there's no 1 hour. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then it's already is gone. 24 hours. If you're missing 1 hour, 23, 20. Month beginning is like you 1 day, 2 day, first day, second day, 10th day, 20 day, 25 day. It's very easy. Like kind of the exhausting, like month, year, life. And then it's like the ending of our life. Death means it's like the end of the exhaustion of body, speech, of these contaminated things. Each second is exhausting. 1 day, completely exhausted, disappeared, vanish. If you unhurry, put off today until tomorrow's, Absolutely. You are not hurry. Yeah, it's okay. Today I need to go to outside. Today I need to go to holiday. This month, next month. There is the kind of the closed exhaustions, sending signatures, teeth, white hair, rings, coming, but we are not unhurried. Until the day tomorrow, until tomorrow means in the next life. Beware of the tears and regret upon your deathbed. Absolutely. Thanks, Jigme Magarbo, your petty instructions. When is the fell into our last bed, that is the deathbed. Surround hospitals like nurses, doctors. Put in the nose some plastic pipes, and relative families coming to there with a teal, and then it's like kind of saying, how are you? But you say, I'm not sure. Secretly you ask doctors, I don't think so now, it's difficult. We can't do help, nothing said. Then this is the last bed, we call the death bed. And that moment, tear, regret, what I done in my life. You want to be more life? Impossible. Even the Buddha God is coming. Impossible to extend it. We need to live alone, in the middle of your family, in the middle of your things. Even you are owner of the whole this world, doesn't matter. You can't buy your life extend. You cannot extend your life. There's no kind of to make a war. They cannot to go to ask a judge. No payment, nothing. That moment, it is like kind of the lot of tear, regret. Whole my life, I didn't do nothing. That is like too late. This needs to be aware right now. He's saying, do not wait another second to practice. That means do not procrastinate. Practice Dharma. Hurry up. Whenever you have chance to do it. What we need to do? Meditate and to generate bodhicitta. Meditate on your natural reality, what you receive, the pit instructions. That is need to maturations. Last time we say it's drop of waters, slowly, immediately there's cannot fill up the big contain, but kind of slowly 1 or 2 drops, slowly fill up. This kind of the meditations. You direct meditation on every day something, and then inside something maturation, inner experience increased. Then your inner realization, it is can curse. One day, you kind of free of the fear for the death. There's a kind of in mind, free of the hope, fear, happy or sorrow something. Everything is become a part of yourself. Very much acceptable, very much to deal easily. That kind of need to do quickly. Same as we are studying language. If we put effort, maybe quickly, something, very diligently, then maybe 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 years, you're free. You can speak, you can do read, write. Do not need to ask any help others. But procrastinately, I make joke, my Frenches. When I want to study French, maybe next month, next year, I be in the French speaker countries more than 20 years. Still, I want is only bonjour. It is true, like this kind of dharma also like this. If really to put the effort 1 month, 2 months, you can to communicate. Afterwards, maybe you study everything. You be free. You need to, whatever you need to searching, you contact. There's no like kind of the ask someone's help. Exactly like this, whatever we study, whatever we practice, there's need a little bit exercise, but then it's a coming inner realization. That is we say. Just to kind of the give up your family's friend and this world, to go to in the solitude place. Relaxly to sleep, there is be lazy. This is not point. Like this, we need to hurry up, like do something about immediately, like a cow finding a snake in his lap, or a dancing girl whose hair has just caught fire. Totally abandon worldly activities. Like cowards on the lap, a snake's feeling, inconceivable panic, terrified, cannot to stay there. Like a bird, in the forest, there is one bird like this. And the girl is like kind of the nice dancing, they suddenly caught the fire. Immediately need to get rid. Exactly like this. To thinking about the fire of the death, snake of the death, old age. And then these worldly activities should to stop quickly, as much as soon as possible. Could you give up the worldly activity to practice dharma? Maybe someone's objections. I don't want to get rid of. I want to enjoy and kind of the in pleasure, like pleasures. That's nice. But only this kind of involvement. Even if you beat your families, each moment, do not need to forget the dharma. Practice dharma, even the art in your home, with your family, with your partner, with your children, with your societies. Dharma is not really, if you want to practice, not necessarily run into the solitude place. And here's avoid yourselves to the practice of the dharma right now, in this moment, quickly, to hurry up. And sometimes dharma practitioners, oh yes, in the text said like this, lamas give advice. Maybe I will to give up my family, friend, partners, children, and husband or wives. I do not run into the cave to make nice my retreat place, to nice settle the bed, cushions, and then altas. That is like I need to do preparation. It's absolutely too much elaborated. Nothing like this. If you really want to practice dharma, right now, at home, any moment there is, you can to study, you can to look. Even you're put in your bedroom, there is one dharma book. Maybe you have, there is one like players, listen, teaching, watching, get the information. And whatever you receive the teachings, one single sentences, that is you can to remember when you're sleepy, when you're working, when you're sitting, when you're eating, when you like this. Don't forget it. That is practice dharma. Then maturations occurring inside. And you need to lot of preparation, go to the solitude place. And then it's like kind of become the gangsters, maybe not. Then it's not, but want to practice right now, you don't need to inside to give up, It is like kind of You want your families, lot of kind of arrangement. Like you do your best, give compassion, kindness, love, and that moment support as much as you. That's most important. And to preparing to the like this and that. Anyway, like this. Otherwise, you will never find the time. One worldly activity will follow another, endless, like a ripple on the water. And like kind of we say wrinkle in our head forward, but ripple is on the water. One ripple is gone, second ripple, and ripples, ripple, until the ocean finishes. Ripples never, ever ending. They will only stop the when you are decide one and for all to put an end to them. That is the endless activities. You decide that you need to stop them. If you count of that this I done, then finish it, I will do practice them endless. Once finish it, others come, others finish it, and then that will come. That this is like endless, like this. Therefore, in the Longchenpa, omniscient Longchenpa says, worldly preoccupation never end until the moment we die. But they and when we drop them, such as the nature said, if we adopt the worldly activities, that is the end. If we do not adopt, then the end when at the moment of the death, that there is no choice. You have 100 million planned, you can't do nothing. Then you die. Like this. When we are like kind of the stop or drop, then it's the end. And therefore, it's like continue the quotations. Our activity are like children's games. They go on as long as we are continue. They stop as soon as we stop them. And children's like kind of the games. If you don't stop, go on and on and on, never ever stopped. But one is like you decide, oh, need to stop. That is the end. Like this. And then it's like once you feel that wish to practice Dharma, do not let lazy or the procrastination take over even for a moment. Set to work immediately, spurred on by the thought of the impermanence. That is what is called diligent in actions. What does it mean? Once you feel the wish to practice Dharma, maybe you really to very strong intention, wish, feel the sensation you want to practice Dharma, do not be laziness. You need to determinedly to quickly decide it. You don't need to learn to the solitude place. You don't need to in the monastery. You don't need to something run. In at home, you need to be decisively to practice Dharma. Or like procrastinations, to take over immediately for the moment. Now, in this moment, like kind of in your everyday, maybe you have their space times. Each moment to put your task, first task Dharma into your like kind of file, then it's like this. I'm just to say there's one Lama, he has many books in the surround, like this. And then it's just a moment, drink tea. Okay, he drink tea like this. And then there's a little sitting and he pick up one book and to the reading. Someone's coming, oh yes, to talk, and he pick up. There's any kind of space times, he's like kind of the reading and the like practicing. And also it's like in someone's, when recite mental prayers, meditations, whenever there's space, make joke in some Tibetans like lay persons, good practitioner. They say, would you like a cup of tea? There's bread is burning. Oh, lunch is now, I think it's time. Today is Saturday. Oh yeah, tomorrow is Sunday. Yes, which kind of news in the world? Hey, our son need to go to the school. Our doctors, they are not study homework. Like this. That is the like kind of the immediately you do like this. Someone's doing like this. Of course, there's mixed, but become the enlightened man. Set to work immediately. Sput means is like kind of the push, like kind of which kind of need to push by the impermanent. You're thinking impermanent. I don't know. I need to decide today. Today I'm alive. I don't know this afternoon. I don't know tomorrow. Very much think about impermanent. Then it naturally can increase your development of the Dharma. Therefore, that is the application diligent or the called diligent in actions. Wow, that is like this. And then third diligent that cannot be stopped. No kind of making the satisfaction yourself, satisfied yourself. Here it goes like this. Do not feel satisfied just as having done a little retreat or some approach and accomplishment practice, a few prayer or the one or two good works. What does it mean? That means it's like kind of people's easily to feel the satisfied just at the having done a little bit retreat. I made retreat 100 days. But now it's enough. Or I made retreat 3 years. Now my name is Lama. I can to teach. Now I don't need to practice. I can to rest. And also some approach. Maybe it's like you have some recitation, some deities. And also it's like some follow up the creation and dissolutions according to sadhanaths. And also there's approachment. And approach and like kind of the near approaches, accomplishment, and like kind of the great accomplishment. This kind of 4 practice is like more in the retreat. I did like 3 years. Now sure I am Lama. I am like kind of surely great. But this kind of you feel yourself satisfied, but inner your disturbing emotions, nothing decrease. Then your approach, accomplishment, your retreat is nothing, meaningless. But if you really too serious to make retreat, maybe 1 week, 1 day, serious to practice approach and accomplishment practice, and it's a lot of destroyed or like kind of decrease your disturbing emotions, then it's really very good, excellent. You are not satisfied, but really it's like you should be satisfied. But someone's a little to practice, then it's like kind of, I done. I did 1 million, it's like kind of refuge praise. I did 1 million like mantra recitations. Now I think it's enough. Someone says like this, really, I practice, I'm sure I'm a Buddha. You are Buddha or not Buddha, how about your disturbed emotions? How about your self-centeredness? That is the most important. Few pray, like kind of every day, maybe like sometimes we say practice Hondro and Sir or something. Then it's like, I'm tired. Every day practice that. I think it's enough. I practice 1 month, 1 year. This kind of, we look in the past, if Buddha himself, 6 years every day, maybe 24 hours meditations. And Bodhisattvas, we already his story like this. Every day is like you just a few prayers, be satisfied. I'm not sure. Or the 2 or like good or like works, 2 or 3 things. And like this is like never be satisfied. You need to do. and vow to practice for as long as you live, and determined to keep your effort going with all the concentrated power of the great river until you have attained perfect Buddhahood. And that is the point view in here. We need to take commitment, vows, practice for as long as life, live. How long? 100, 20, 30, 40? We don't know how long we live. Determinedly to keep our minds, to put effort, and it's like kind of the whatever going on, with all the concentrate power of the great rivers. Like your concentration and diligent, it is like the great river, never non-stopped. And also it's like kind of very powerful. Until you have attained perfect Buddhahood, you inner like kind of Guru Rinpoche said, your disturbing emotion exhausts us. Then there's no path, no kind of practice, no need of prayers, and all the activity is not necessary, nothing finished, you're done. And also it's like your mind is become the very spaciousness. Then you can see your automatically. Then maybe be lazy. Don't need to do nothing, you've done everything. That until there's it. The supreme beings of the past said that one should practice like a hungry yak grazing. You know, in the like kind of ancient great master, great practitioners, they be enlightenment, very much powerful diligently, like a kind of great river. When they practice dharmas, like a kind of hungry yaks grazing. Hungry yaks is like this. As the yak talked at one clump of the grass, one is like the pull up the grass, catch the grass on the mouth, and the eyes is looking next grass, where is. Like this, great practitioners, first like finish it, and second like this. Eye is the already fixed on the next one. In the same way, like one by one, it's like yak. Hungry yak eating grass like this. Before you finish it, one dharma practice, tell yourself that as soon as you have finished it, your present practice, you will start this or that new practice. Like kind of the weekend says, you training your minds with the like kind of the 4 reminders, the like kind of the common practice, and that is finished. Your mind is like maybe settled on the really is like easy on the path of the liberation, and really you have the determination mind to be free from the samsara. Then you are next steps that you are going to study in an extraordinary preliminary practice. When you are finished the refuge, you are easily to jump next the Bodhicitta. With Bodhicitta finished Vajrasattva, like this one. When you is like a preliminary practice finished 500,000, like 100,000 of the refuge pray, 100,000 of Bodhicitta, 100,000 of the 106 sleep mantra of the Vajrasattva, and 100 prostrations, 100,000 of the mandalas. Then it's 1,200,000 and Guru Yoga, and afterwards you clean up your content of the minds. Then you are next practice Grihyangabha, and then you go to really to deeply like this. And therefore, one by one, it is like you cannot to stop. Then someone says like, I practice Ngondo, that is now it's finished. I practice 2 days, that is enough. Now, what? Of course, in the worldly our like need to something, how much we need to put effort. whole life until we die, put effort, sometimes difficult to accomplishment, our like and wish. Try to make great effort each day, all the time, without ever letting your body, speech, mind slip into the idleness or the laziness or the spirit from the Dharma, ever for one instant. That's the point. And of three your doors, body, speech, mind, never let go under this laziness, idleness. And also it's like kind of the never separate from the Dharma. Ever for in the instance, 1 second. And it's like kind of every day, every night, each moment, more great and great effort to practice Dharma. Then you become a great Dharma practitioner. And Rinzan Jigme Limpa says, the practice with a great tenacity, the close one gets to death is the work of a Dharma practitioner who has not been caught by the frost. Like kind of tenacity means it's like you holding very strongly, great holding the closest one. Like practice the Dharma to close the death, and like practicing Dharma more and more great effort. And also it's like really to practice deeply, more diligent, more effort. That is the Dharma practitioner who has the not caught by the frost. Means it is like your Dharma is really take root into your mind. Absolutely, your Dharma field, agriculture is never caught by the frost of the laziness, procrastinating, and idleness, so on. These days, those who are the reputed to the great meditator or the good lamas are the effort taught by people. Now you no longer need to do prostrations, recite prayers, accumulate merit and wisdom, purify obscuration and all that. A lot these days, this sort of hypocritical practitioners, like a kind of the arrogant or proud. Maybe it's like kind of the who are the reputed. This lama, this retreater, this Dharma practitioners, they are great meditator, great Dharma practitioner. This is lama, this is reincarnation, this is Kempo. This is learners. This person is many years with lamas. Or surely now this person is not necessarily to practice. Lucky. Taught by the people. That moment, also this person has kind of the arrogant. Yeah, that's true. I made retreat. I done some approach, accomplishment, and I recited and something. Now it's enough. I'm satisfied. Do not need to do presentation, recite, pray, and like kind of the sleeping, lying down with a very nice natural bomb. And like kind of the even that maybe don't want to wash clothes, body with such strong smells. And also I don't need any accumulate merit and wisdoms. Sometimes this kind of arrogant. Sometimes I done a lot. It's enough. I met one person, and there is one another lamas give transmissions. Let's go to listen. No need. I met maybe 100 lamas, 100 receive transmissions. And I don't need now. You are enlightenment? Yeah, but I don't need. Like this sort of. Many is like practitioners, they kind of making the kind of the satisfied. But it's satisfied or not satisfied, we need to look inner our disturbed emotion, externally our behaviors, characteristics. Then if someone is proud, arrogantly, no need accumulate merit, wisdom, purified obscuration. Obscuration purified ages ago. But still I have anger, hatred, disattachment, hungry, thirsty. All like this. This kind of not really very good, cannot become like this. And also it's like they soon start to believe in this themselves. Yeah, surely I am reincarnation. I am the Kempo. I am a great master student, holiness student. I connected. I did meritorious, many things. No, I am quite relaxed. I done. You done or not done, you need to look your behaviors, characteristics in a disturbed emotion. Like this, I myself, I'm telling to the Dharma, to the others. How about myself practice Dharma? It's very poor. Once is like a student say, you kind of the giving advice to the others, but what about you? I cannot to talk. It is so fantastic kind of question or kind of argumentations. It's truth. It is kind of you telling to the Dharma to the others easily, but your inner house going on. And if there's idioms, you teaching Dharma to the others very easy, but when your death process start, what about yourself? That is truth. Absolutely truth. Sometimes people to respect, honest, and kind of the says you are Rinpoche or Ladral, then it's it's as soon as start believe that I am something else. Then I don't need practice. I don't need to do nothing. This sort of influence, demon influence of the ghost. Absolutely, that is talking to me, myself. I am like this. But if you are become like this, not very good. And like this, themselves as the being very important, very fragile. Even you are kind of the someone's a little bit disrespect, you sad, angry, blah blah. Therefore, for example, first Patrul Rinpoche, wonderful he take someone's insulted to say, here, hello, sit there, do like this, and he says yes. Someone say, oh, Patrul Rinpoche, you are so good. Then he run away. He's angry because he wants to distort his ego, kind of arrogant. If someone's come insult, put down to you, criticize, and say bad things, reality is wonderful, extremely wonderful. And it's kind of Patrul Rinpoche wrote it in the history of the honey bears. And best is a choice, which is you someone prayer or someone's criticize. If someone's pray to you, it's not very good. It's making development of the arrogant, proud, your disturbing emotions. If someone criticize to you, wonderful, pity instruction, the present of by the God, deities. When someone's criticized, and then you can bring into your mind, you are kind of point out your secret defects, and then you correct that, you are the winner. Therefore, criticize is fantastic. Of course, most Bodhisattvas, they practice into the path. Even the summons to negative reputations and like a permeate three world, they said, still to respect, say thank you, wonderful you did for me like this. This is your great path. This is great, your purifications. Like this, but of course, some modern lamas or practitioners like this. Someone says, yeah, you're a great practitioner, meditator. Some gains like kind of truth, then it's arrogant, important, and the longer in need of these things. And then it's like that afterwards, everything these persons need, all the electronic gadgets need like this. Oh, yeah, dear, like this kind of, that is talking to myself, self-talking to them, not to you, okay? But as the peerless Thakur Rinpoche says, and someone is thinking that one does not need Dharma practice, already I done, like kind of, such a thinking provoked, like proof that one needed then more than ever. If someone don't need, that person's need more than the ever. And like this, someone's no need to practice, that means needed. Someone says, I need to practice, maybe not needed. Therefore, like this, ever dare the great India master, Dapamkara, and great Joe Dapamkaras would set to work making tasa, his hand would soon be covered in clans. In Tibet, many years I don't understand these Tibet idioms. Shot sakali tasandepase. Shot sakali. What does it mean? Shot sakali. But in English translations, it's quite very nice. Full of the hand is the muddy or the clam. That means shot is the hand. Sakali, sa is earth. Kali, all as a hand is like hand over the clam. This is the India Job Dapamkaras. Every day he creates the tasas. His hand, body, everywhere is like clay mud. Then is his followers. His followers said, people are thinking because a great teacher like as you is the handling mud. What is the more? You are tiring yourself out. Why not to us to do for use? Those like kind of the student, like of course that means they take care, respect to him. Your hand is like the full of the mud, and every day you are working with earth. You are a great teacher, maybe embarrassed to stop, we can to do for use. And then he replies the wonderful things. Jo Dapamkara said, what are you saying? Said Dapamkara. Are you soon going to start eating my food for me too? Like this, you are going to take my food, because this is like kind of my purification I need to do. How you can to take away like this? Even this great Pandit, the great practitioner of the Dapamkaras, they like doing every day. It's like practice Dharma. Ordinary persons, absolutely yes. Oh, yeah, we need to stop 15 minutes.